everyone, welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. I'm sorry my volume might be low this session, and in the coming sessions I have blisters in my throat, so it's difficult for me to speak. But this exercise is so important that despite the fact that I'm not well and I've been advised to stay shut, I'm still taking it. Anyhow, let's continue. Everyone knows that there is an all India mock going on and will continue till 1st of October. तो बहुत सारे दिन बचे नहीं हैं, लेकिन एक बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है आपके लिए ताकि अपने एग्जामिनेशन प्रिपरेशन को आप एक अच्छे पेडेस्टल पे समझ सकें कि भाई क्या लेवल है, और मॉक्स देने के बाद भी अगर गलतियां रह गई हैं और कुछ परेशानी आ रही है जिसकी वजह से स्कोर नहीं बढ़ रहा, बहुत सारी चीज़ें वो इस मॉक को देने के बाद समझ आ सकता है. बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं. यूड बी competing against your actual peers, right? The students who would be appearing with you in your test. तो अकेले मॉक में तो आप सिंगल अपेयरिंग कैंडिडेट होते हैं तो कुछ भी कर लीजिए ऊपर नीचे, लेकिन यहाँ पे आपको एक्चुअली टेस्ट किया जाएगा, राइट? तो डू avail this opportunity. Also, we have a marathon, and our marathon is going live in 2 days, right? So it will be day after tomorrow on Saturday. A marathon एक बहुत ही important event है. You would be solving questions, you would be solving an entire mock with your faculty. इससे आपको पता चलेगा, और ये भी ऑल इंडिया मॉक की तरह होगा. कितने सारे बच्चे उस मॉक का पार्ट होंगे. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. मैं मतलब बहुत अच्छे से बूस्ट करना चाहती हूँ, बट फॉर सम रीजन आई डोंट हैव दैट एनर्जी एंड वॉल्यूम. सो let's try and not make me speak that much. Everyone knows that we have a marathon. It will start at 11 a.m. on 30th of September. Make sure that you are a part of it. Let us start. Let me know when you're done. What is the significance of constitutional war? बहुत ही unconventional सा passage है, लेकिन अच्छा passage है, right? It was there in the Hindu as an editorial, so I thought कि worst video in the world. What do you mean, Khushbu? Yes, so protection of individual autonomy and personal liberty recognizes intimate choices, relations as inherent and inalienable aspects of human personality. So basically, they're discussing what constitutional morality is, and in this world of interpretation and dynamism and the ever-changing rights and everything, the principles of morality has to be adhered to. ज़रूरी है ताकि आप कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को राइट स्पिरिट में इंटरप्रेट कर सकें। यही चीज़ ये पैसेज भी डिस्कस कर रहा है। आर यू गाइस डन? ओके। Promotion of pluralism and diversity. It's more philosophical than factual. इस तरह के passages आ सकते हैं by the way. ठीक है, it's not necessary that it would be a very strict legal conceptual passage with a lot of facts and information, definition essential. Philosophy भी legal का उतना ही बड़ा पार्ट है जितना कि बाकी सब है। तो ये इस तरह का पैसेज एक बहुत ही रेलेवेंट पैसेज है, इसलिए आपसे ये करवाया जा रहा है। व्हाट आर द लैंडमार्क जजमेंट? सबसे पहला है लता सिंह वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ यूपी, प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ इंटरकास्ट एंड इंटर रिलीजियस कपल्स फ्रॉम हरासमेंट एंड वायलेंस। ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी है, राइट? तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी आर्टिकल 21 से स्टेम करिए। बेसिकली द फैक्ट दैट अ पर्सन हैज अ राइट टू लिव his her life in a dignified manner, in a manner that constitution wants him to, is something that constitutional interpretation is, judicial activism is, and everything is based on the principles of morality, because it is not really written in the constitution. It is all through interpretation and the wisdom of judges, and that is because they understand the spirit of the constitution. That is what constitutional morality is. अब लता सिंह वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ यूपी 2006 की हम बात कर रहे हैं। अगर दो लोग इंटरकास्ट या इंटर रिलीजन शादी करना चाहते हैं तो उनको आज़ादी होनी चाहिए। व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ सोसाइटी आर वी लिविंग इन, जहाँ पे यू हैव टू मैरी विद इन द कम्युनिटी, विद इन द रिलीजन, विद इन द कास्ट, एंड इफ यू डोंट, you would be physically harassed, you would be mentally harassed, you would be beaten up, you would be killed, and this is not an ideal society, and this is not a society that should exist, right? And this was a landmark judgment that came out upholding the morality of the constitutional principles. Then we have 𝗟𝗄 versus 𝗏𝗂𝗔, ये 2010 का जजमेंट है। डिक्लेयर्ड sexual relations between consenting adults outside marriage as legal and within right to privacy. Now this 𝗟𝗄 versus 𝗏𝗂𝗔, mind you, is even before Joseph Shine versus Union of India, जहाँ पे adultery was declared to be not criminal. Adultery was decriminalized and declared only as a ground for divorce. Adultery के decriminalization से पहले का भी 8 years पहले का जजमेंट है ये, 𝗟𝗄 वर्सेस 𝗏𝗂𝗔। राइट टू प्रिवेसी के डेवलप होने से पहले भी ये जजमेंट आया था, इसलिए ये लैंडमार्क है। इट इज अ ब्यूटिफुल जजमेंट। इन केस यू वांट टू रीड इट टू boost up your reading practice or knowledge, you can read these two. Then we have NAS Foundation versus Government of NCT Delhi. ये तो हमें पता ही है, decriminalization of homosexuality, but then this was overruled. नास फाउंडेशन एक बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल जजमेंट था जिसमें दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने डिक्लेयर कर दिया था कि होमोसेक्सुअलिटी कैन नॉट बी अ क्रिमिनल एक्ट. इट इज अ सेक्सुअल ओरिएंटेशन एंड एवरीबडी शुड बी अलाउड टू बी विद अ पर्सन ऑफ देयर चॉइस इवन इफ इट इज फ्रॉम द सेम जेंडर. एंड 377 इज अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल, बट सुरेश कौशल में इसको सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ओवर रूल कर दिया. फिर उसके बाद हमें पता ही है जोसेफ शाइन वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया 2018 इज द जजमेंट दैट डिक्लेयर्ड अडल्ट्री एज not criminal, decriminalized adultery, and the reason was that we had developed right to privacy. तो शादी के दरमियान जो लोग जो भी कर रहे हैं उस पे क्रिमिनल चार्जेस नहीं लगाए जा सकते क्योंकि वो एक प्राइवेट एक्ट है और प्राइवेट एक्ट पे पर्सनल लाइफ पे क्राइम इंटरफेयर नहीं कर सकता. The entire agenda or the jurisprudence of criminal law is to punish something which is harmful to the society. What is happening within a marriage can never affect the society. ठीक है, और अगर लोग उसमें इंटरफेयर कर भी रहे हैं तो वो इंटरफेरेंस भी अलाउ नहीं होना चाहिए, ना तो लॉ की तरफ से ना सोसाइटी की तरफ से. And that is the reason why the concept was decriminalized. Also, the women were resorted to, sorry, the women were resorted to a mere, property. They were treated like property, and that is the reason why it was decriminalized. Then we have 𝗟𝗏𝗀 𝗀𝗏𝗀 versus Union of India 2018. Finally, when the Supreme Court declared 377 as unconstitutional. So, consensual sex between two consenting adults of the same gender is no longer a crime as per 377. Then we have 𝗟𝗵𝗀 𝗥𝗲𝗴𝗀 versus 𝗟𝘄 𝗙𝗵𝗀. Right to marry a person of one's choice, regardless of religion or caste, nullifying the annulment of Hindu-Muslim marriage. This is the Hadia case. Then we have 𝗟𝗲𝗴𝗀𝗀 versus Union of India, condemned the honor killings, intercaste and interreligious couples violence, and there were guidelines that were issued to prevent and protect these couples. Okay. What are the challenges? क्या है constitutional morality के challenges? Please read, खुद पढ़ लीजिए. Are we done? Everyone? Okay, so that's it. Let us start with the questions. Question number 1. A religious practice of sacrificing animals is deeply rooted in X community's beliefs. But another community, Y, thinks that this practice raises ethical concerns regarding animal rights and public safety. Y community approaches court to pass a complete ban on this religious practice of sacrificing animals by community X. How should the court balance the community's religious freedom with the principles of constitutional morality in such a case? What do you think? Uphold religious freedom as it takes precedence over constitutional morality. Restrict religious practice that violate ethical principles prioritizing constitutional morality. Avoid involvement and let the community decide on the matter independently. Create a compromise solution that respects both religious freedom and constitutional morality. What do you think the answer should be? बहुत ही interesting passage था, बहुत ही interesting question भी है. Yes, anyone? B, you're saying B, restrict passage practices that violate ethical principles. Everyone says B. The answer is B. Very good, very good. Constitutional morality framework है जो fundamental rights को uphold करती है, of course. So there has to be a balance of power. Good. Question number 2. Various communities have been peacefully residing in Hogwarts. Although they have different cultures, languages, and food choices, they do not let these differences cause a violence. The government of Hogwarts in India proposes legislation that restricts personal choice related to diet, arguing that it is necessary for public health Community X considers that the legislation is targeting their community. How can the principles of constitutional morality be applied to assess the legitimacy of such government intervention in personal choices? These are your options. Government intervention should always be allowed. Government intervention must be justified. Constitutional morality is irrelevant in matters of public health. The government should regulate personal choices without any constraints. What do you think now the answer would be? Anyone? D, you're saying D, the government should regulate personal choices without any restriction. Ananya Singh also says D. Okay. Divyanshi and Ananya. Let's see. The answer is B. Government intervention must be justified. पब्लिक मोरालिटी के ग्राउंड पे रिलीजन को रोका जा सकता है. इफ यू आर फेमिलियर विद आर्टिकल 25 द रिलीजियस फ्रीडम, you should be aware that public morality or public health is a ground on which right to religion can be restricted. So what the government is doing, what the government did is actually constitutional morality. आपने religious freedom को या personal choice को पब्लिक हेल्थ से ऊपर नहीं रखा. पब्लिक हेल्थ ज्यादा जरूरी है. ये है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी, यूटिलिटेरियनिज्म. ओके, सो बी इज करेक्ट. Question number 3. A cultural practice involving a female genital mutilation practiced by a community X is brought to the attention of the court. Practice is defended as a cultural tradition by community X, but it is criticized for violating individual autonomy and dignity by various human rights NGOs. How should the court approach this situation in light of constitutional morality? पढ़ लेते हैं options. Allow cultural practices without intervention to respect tradition. Strictly prohibit cultural activities that violate individual autonomy, dignity, prioritizing constitutional morality. Seek a compromise. Refer the matter to an international organization. इसका आंसर काफी लॉजिकल है ना. सिर्फ whimsical प्रैक्टिसेस के नाम पे उन प्रैक्टिसेस को अलाउ कर देना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी नहीं है. एक पब्लिक बेनिफिट को ध्यान में रखना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी है. राइट, तो बी इसका सही आंसर है. वेरी गुड. Everyone is familiar with the test series. See, we hold these all India open mocks, और इन ऑल इंडिया ओपन मॉक्स के स्कोर से हम डिसाइड करते हैं कि कौन से बच्चे में टॉपर बनने का पोटेंशियल है, एंड देन वी ट्रेन देम इन अ सर्टेन मैनर. राइट, तो if you participate in the all India open mock and you score high and you get the opportunity of becoming a topper in our organization, you have to be a student. तो जरूरी नहीं है आपने कोर्स ही ले रखा हो comprehensive. Even if you are a test series subscriber, you are eligible for our toppers batch. So this is the test series. Any which way, test series is important. There's just 2 months left for your exam and you need to test yourself as vigorously as you can, and this can help you a lot. So make sure that you avail this test series, available at a very cheap price of 1500 only, and you have an unlimited access to more than 55 mocks which keep getting renewed. Then you have more than 10,000 questions, topics, beginner, advanced, intermediate level, and you have audio video solution. You have so many things available for a mere 1.5k, not 15,000, it's just 1500. So do think of buying it. There's this number given, इस number पे call करके आप उसे खरीद सकते हैं. Question number 4. The government introduces a surveillance program that collects vast amount of personal data from citizens, citing national security concerns. How can constitutional morality be invoked to evaluate the potential infringement on individuals' privacy rights while addressing security needs. National security always takes precedence over privacy concerns regardless of constitutional morality. The government's actions should align with constitutional morality, respecting privacy rights while addressing security needs. Constitutional morality should not be a consideration in matters of national security. Citizens should forfeit their privacy rights for the sake of national security. What do you think? बहुत ही simple answer है इसमें. B seems like the actual answer. Yep. गवर्नमेंट का एक्शन कितना भी जरूरी हो, लेकिन सिटीजनरी को तो एक्सप्लॉइट नहीं किया जा सकता, राइट? लास्ट क्वेश्चन. Constitutional morality is subject to interpretation. How might different influence the outcome of a court case involving a contentious personal choice or relation such as same-sex marriage dispute? Differing interpretation should not I think it is different, not differing. I was confused. A different interpretation should not impact the outcome. The Constitution provides clear guidance. Different interpretations can lead to varying judgments, highlighting the complexity of constitutional morality. Courts should avoid contentious cases to prevent different interpretations. Judiciary should prioritize public opinion over constitutional morality. The answer is B. Different interpretations leading to varying judgments, highlighting the complexity of constitutional morality. तो over the years क्या-क्या judgments आए हैं और उनके basis पे क्या-क्या कोर्ट ने होल्ड किया है, और फिर सोसाइटी का क्या कहना है, सोसाइटी का क्या रिएक्शन रहा है उन जजमेंट्स को लेके. इन सारी चीज़ों को एक साथ एग्जामिन करने के बाद जो आउटकम निकलेगा वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनली मॉरल होगा. So 5B is the correct answer. That is it for today, guys. I'm sorry for my low energy. मेरी एनर्जी कम नहीं है, मेरी वॉल्यूम कम है. बस वॉल्यूम कम आपको पता है क्यों है. But I sincerely hope that you guys understood the significance of these kinds of passages. ये बहुत ज़रूरी passages हैं, आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेंगे इतने philosophical, इतने बेहतरीन passages. तो अगर आपको करवाए जा रहे हैं बिना किसी effort के, free of cost, तो इनको ज़रूर attend किया करिए. Every Thursday this session happens. Make sure. जनरली 4 बजे होता है, आज थोड़ा जल्दी हो गया, अगली बार 4 ही बजे होगा. ओके, थैंक यू एवरीवन. आई शैल सी यू वेरी सून. टिल देन, बाय बाय एंड टेक केयर.